We believe growth meant progress.
But growth came at a cost.
"150 nations signed the warning.
1 million species face extinction.
Nature has no price tag.
Business must choose.
Politics divides what science unites. Politics divides what science unites. Prosperity depends on nature.
Tsummanおじ今日のニュースを読みます。POLITICO Obsession with growth is destroying nature. 150 countries warn. China, India, and EU countries were among the signatories of a report that criticized the prevailing measures of economic success. By Leonie Cater, February 9th, 2026. Brussels. More than 150 countries, including China, India, and European Union members, have signed off on a report that warned focusing on unchecked economic growth is contributing to the destruction of global biodiversity. Unsustainable economic activity and a focus on growth as measured by the gross domestic product has been a driver of the decline of biodiversity and stands in the way of transformative change, warned the report by the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Service, IPBES, published Monday. IPBES is the leading intergovernmental body for assessing the state of biodiversity. Monday's report followed 3 years of work and was approved by government representatives at the IPBES summit that they wrapped up in Manchester, UK on Sunday. 1/8 of the world's estimated 8 million species of plants and animals are threatened with extinction, according to IPBES. Some 75% of the Earth's land surface has already been significantly altered by human action. If that course doesn't shift, the report warned, future prosperity is at risk. Markets are failing to adequately price or value biodiversity, such as filtration of pollutants and climate regulation and pollination. Businesses and other key actors can either lead the way toward a more sustainable global economy or ultimately risk extinction, both of species in nature, but potentially also their own. And Matt Jones, one of the 3 co-chairs of the assessment, in a statement. Perverse incentives. The author slammed inadequate or perverse business incentives on institutional environment with insufficient support, enforcement, and compliance, and the business model that result in ever-increasing material consumption as key contributors to the global degradation of nature. While the report highlights action business can take it acknowledges that industry can hold and reverse biodiversity loss alone and points to the importance of policy, legal, and regulatory framework along with the capacity and knowledge. The report lands as the European Union forged ahead with the regulatory agenda focused on boosting the bloc's competitiveness by relaxing environmental standards. The US was not among the signatories of the report, have announced its intention to withdraw from the IPBES and other international organizations it considers wasteful, ineffective, and harmful. Ahead of the report publication, IPBES Chair David Obura told POLITICO that while very vocal community with right-wing voice pull away from the sort of joint solution that we need, science shows that's the wrong way to go, and to resolve the coming crisis we'll need better decisions that are evidence-based. It's an incredibly worrying and in some way frustration time to see what is happening, he said. All Abura can do, he added, is to really promote the evidence coming through in our assessment and ensure that it's in front of the policymakers for them to use, and I hope they will. 以上です。